Hello, and welcome back to the Infinite Potential Sports Mindset podcast. I really appreciate you joining me again for the podcast that unlocks your athletic potential through the power of the mind. I'm your host, Isabel Tate, and today we're diving deep into a fascinating topic, the mind-body connection. We'll explore how our mental state profoundly affects our physical performance. And I mean, you know it. You know that it does. But let's really get into the nitty-gritty of it. All right, before we begin, I'd love to remind you that if you're enjoying the show, please do subscribe and leave a review. And of course, once I start getting some reviews, which would be awesome, I will read them out on the pod too, just to show you how much I appreciate them. And everybody loves a little pat on the back, don't they? Certainly I do. Your support also helps me to reach more athletes, puts the podcast out there to more people, so that I can share these valuable insights with more athletes and help more people. Alrighty, let's get into today's topic, the mind-body connection. It's a powerful force in sports performance, yet it's often overlooked. Many athletes focus solely on physical training, neglecting the mental aspect of their game. But here's the truth, your mind and body are intricately linked, and your mental state can significantly impact your physical capabilities. So let's start by breaking down this connection. Honestly, every time I record. I'm fine if I'm not recording. As soon as I do, I need to clear my throat. When we talk about the mind-body connection, we're referring to the way our thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes can positively or negatively affect our biological functioning. In the context of sports, this means that your mental state can influence everything from your reaction time and coordination to your endurance and strength. Now, let's look at some specific ways this connection manifests in sports performance. So, one, stress and anxiety. Oh, that old chestnut. When you're stressed or anxious, your body releases cortisol, often called the stress hormone. While some stress can be beneficial, too much can lead to decreased performance. It can affect your concentration, which we spoke about last week, increase muscle tension, which does not help performance, and even impact your decision making abilities. I mean, you know it when you've been stressed and your thoughts are kind of random and flicking around, and it's really hard to make a good decision. Two, confidence. Belief in your abilities can literally make you stronger. Studies have shown that athletes who visualize successful performance and maintain a positive self-image often perform better than those who don't. And I mean, you know it when you're feeling really confident within yourself on those days. Wow, it's like magic. You perform better. Not magic, by the way. Three, focus. Your ability to concentrate can significantly impact your physical performance. That's why I did a whole podcast on it last week. A focused mind can help you execute complex movements more precisely and react faster to changing situations in your sport. All right, so focus is so important. Four, pain perception. Believe it or not, your mental state can even influence how you experience pain. Athletes with strong mental toughness report lower levels of perceived exertion during intense physical exercise and activities. I mean, it's so true. I mean, you've seen those kind of people. They seem to be able to push through a lot of pain, but it's often just the mental toughness aspect. Understanding these connections is crucial, but how can we use this knowledge to enhance our performance? Because that's what we're here for. Here are some practical strategies. One, mindfulness and meditation. Oh, I spoke about this last week for improving focus and concentration. Regular mindfulness practice can help you stay present and focused during competition. I mean, I said that, and it's so true. It can also reduce anxiety and improve your ability to handle stress. Great things. Visualization. Spend time visualizing successful performance. This mental rehearsal can improve your confidence and even, believe it or not, enhance muscle recovery. I do a lot of visualizations for recovery, and it helps heaps. Three, positive self-talk. Pay attention to your internal dialogue. How do you talk to yourself? Are you your best friend? Because often we're not. And often the things we say to ourselves, we would not even say to our worst enemy. Replace negative thoughts with positive, encouraging. You don't have to go, I am the best, but just encouraging ones would be good. This can boost your confidence and reduce performance anxiety. Number four, breathing techniques. Learning to control your breath can help manage stress and anxiety, improving your focus and your physical performance. 5, goal setting. Setting clear, achievable goals can provide motivation and direction, positively impacting your mental state and consequently your physical performance. Because having lots of clear, achievable goals, or not lots, but the right amount, helps you to focus on the process. So goals for when you achieve the process, not just one huge outcome goal. Now, let's take a look at this same real world example from last week and how we can show that connection in action. So, as I said, Michael Phelps in the 2016 Olympics faced the challenging situation where his goggles filled with water, and he still won the gold medal. So he had practiced mentally for this exact scenario, like I said last week. Practiced swimming with his eyes closed, counting his strokes to know exactly where he was in the pool. So when disaster struck, the mind was ready and his body followed suit. So that's mental preparation and enabling himself to focus and really connecting the mind and the body to stay in the moment. And like I said, it can directly influence physical performance even in less than ideal circumstances. It's important to note that developing a strong mind-body connection is not a quick fix. It requires consistent and constant practice and patience. Just as you wouldn't expect to build muscle overnight, you can't go to the gym once and think you're going to look buff and ripped the next day. Strengthening your mental game takes time and dedication. So here are some tips to get you started. 1, incorporate mental training into your regular routine. Yes, I said it. It's not a one and done deal. You need to practice, 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 practice. And you can't just pull it out of your back pocket on competition day. It doesn't work that way. Set aside time each day and literally 5 to 10 minutes. Is that hard? No, she says. In bed before going to sleep, that's a really great time to do it. And practice visualization, mindfulness, or other mental exercises. I love to do a bit of visualization of when I'm lying in bed just before going to sleep. Another time I go to hot yoga and I get there 15 minutes early and I roll on the ball, to loosen up the muscles a bit before the class, do a small amount of stretching, and then I lie there in Shavasana and spend a couple of minutes visualizing. And then at the end, when we're in Shavasana again and the yoga teacher's babbling on about something, I don't know because I'm not listening, I'm visualizing. And I'm not saying they're saying anything wrong, but, I want to do my own meditation, not theirs. So I do visualizing about my sport, about my business, whatever I decide at the time. Sometimes I combine them. So, you choose, you could, visualize in the shower. All right. There is no right or wrong answer to this. 2, practice these techniques during your physical training sessions. Like I said last week, I've practiced them and during my sessions as well, and definitely write it just before them. And this helps bridge the gap between mental and physical performance. So you're not just thinking about doing it, but you're actually doing it in the moment. 3, work with a mental performance coach or sports mindset coach like myself. They can, and I provide personalized strategies and help you overcome specific mental barriers, because this is all just very general advice. Unless I'm actually talking to you and finding out what the block is for you, I can't give you anything specific. But if I'm actually talking with you, I can give you specific help and have specific, like I talked about last week, I create personalized specific strategies for each athlete and the sport they're in, because not only is each sport different, even 2 athletes doing the same sport come at it differently and experience it differently and think about it differently. So you still can't even have it with the same sport exactly the same, right? And anyone who says otherwise doesn't know what they're talking about. Alrighty, number 4, be patient with yourself. Mental training is a skill, and like any skill, it takes time to develop. So be patient. You can't just do this for 1 or 2 days and expect to be the most mentally tough, mentally focused, mentally, whatever, the mental maven, just give yourself a chance. So as we wrap up today's episode, I want to emphasize that the mind-body connection is not just a theory. It's a scientifically proven phenomenon that can significantly impact your athletic performance. By understanding and harnessing this connection, you can unlock new levels of potential in your sport. Remember, your body achieves what your mind believes. I mean, that's not a saying for nothing, it's a saying for a reason, because it's true. So train your mind with the same dedication you apply to your physical training. And so many people spend so much time and effort training, and then come competition or race day and they fall apart because they haven't trained the mental. And I feel so sad for them because they've worked so bloody hard and spent so much time, and they've missed one crucial thing. And it's like, and that's it. It's all gone. All those hours and early mornings and late nights and blood, sweat, and tears. And just because they didn't work on the mental. Don't be that person. By understanding and harnessing this connection, you can unlock new levels of potential in your sport. And I'm not just saying this, even though I wrote it and I'm reading it. I'm not just saying it, I really mean it. So remember, your body achieves what your mind believes. Just remember that, okay? And you know, the results might surprise you, and I think they will. So that's it for today's episode of Infinite Potential Sports Mindset. I hope this discussion has given you some valuable insights and some things to think about with the mind-body connection and how you can use it to enhance your performance. If you find this episode helpful, can I ask you to do a favor? Could you share it with your fellow athletes? Thank you so much. And don't forget to speak English, Isabel. And don't forget to subscribe to catch my next episode, which I haven't figured out yet. So, you know, just it'll be like a little surprise. So until next time, keep pushing your limits and remember your potential is infinite. Till then, catch you next time and have a great week. Bye.